Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. The only source of knowledge is experience. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but no simpler. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. The difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. You never fail until you stop trying. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Striving for social order and morality should be the main goal of man. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. The only real valuable thing is intuition. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. The value of achievement lies in the achieving. The eternal mystery of the world is its comprehensibility. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. Nationalism is an infantile disease. It is the measles of mankind. Peace is not merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice, of law, of order. Few people are capable of expressing equanimity, opinions which differ from the prejudices of their social environment. In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity. Knowledge of what is does not open the door directly to what should be. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong. It is character. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives, and not in what he is able to receive. We act as though comfort and luxury were the chief requirements of life, when all that we need to make us happy is something to be enthusiastic about. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Great ideas often receive violent opposition from mediocre minds. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Only one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. The world is not dangerous because of those who do harm, but because of those who look at it without doing anything. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax. Everything that is really great and inspiring is created by the individual who can labor in freedom. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. Our death is not an end. If we can live on in our children and the younger generation. All religions, arts, and sciences are branches of the same tree. The true value of a human being is determined primarily by the measure and the sense in which he has attained liberation from the self. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. I never teach my pupils. I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn. Mankind's desire for peace can be realized only by the creation of a world government. The only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. We should take care not to make the intellect our God. It has, of course, powerful muscles, but no personality. To raise new questions, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle requires creative imagination and marks real advance in science. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Not everything that is fact can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Peace is not merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice, of law, of order. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. I never worry about the future, it comes soon enough. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.